Students, welcome to the chemistry class number 93. So we are studying the chemical kinetics chapter. Under that, today we are going to derive one important equation. That is a rate constant equation for zero order reactions. That is derive an integrated rate equation for the rate constant of zero order reaction. We know that what is zero order reaction. For zero order reaction or in zero order reaction, the rate of a reaction dx by dt is directly proportional to the zero power of the concentration of the reactant. So that is a power 0 a power 0. That is concentration of the reactant power 0. That means what is a zero order reaction? Zero order reaction is defined as it is a reaction in which the rate of a reaction dx by dt is directly proportional to the zero power of the concentration of the reactant. So now let us consider one zero order reaction. So that is consider a zero order reaction. Consider a zero order reaction. For which A tends to products. Consider a zero order reaction, A tends to products. So therefore, rate that is R tends to products. Reactant tends to products. So therefore, minus dr divided by dt is directly proportional to the concentration of R to the power of 0. Concentration of R to the power of what? 0. So that means this is minus means you see that is the rate of the reactants decreases. That is minus dr divided by dt. That is dx by dt. Like that you see. Minus dr divided by dt is directly proportional to R to the power of 0. R that is we can also written as minus dr divided by dt is equal to k into R0. But we know that something to the power of 0 is equal to 1 is equal to 1. So therefore, it can be written as that is dr divided by dt is equal to minus dr by dt is equal to k. Or rearranging the equation is rearranging the equation. On rearranging the equation, we have dr divided by dt or dr is equal to, let us say, dr is equal to minus k into dt. Dr is equal to minus k into dt. We can write like this. So now integrating on both sides, we have what happens here. That is integration of dr is equal to minus k into integration of dt. So therefore, integration of dr is equal to r. Concentration of r is equal to minus kt plus I. What is this? So that is the integration of dt with respect to t is t, k into t plus I. I is called the integration constant. Let me take this equation number 1. That is concentration of r is equal to minus kt plus I. Now we have to calculate the rate constant, that is k. But one more is there that is called the integration constant. Therefore, we have to calculate the value of I, integration constant value also calculate. So for that, let me get to find the value of I. To find the value of I, put that is t is equal to 0 when r is equal to r0. To find the value of I, put t is equal to 0 here when concentration of r is equal to concentration of r0. Then, so that is substitute the value in the equation 1. So therefore you see that is a concentration of R equals, it becomes R naught. R becomes R naught. R naught. Therefore, R naught is equal to KT means T0 becomes 0 is TB. R naught is equal to IX. R naught is equal to what? I. So now substitute the value of I. Substitute the value of I in equation 1. In that equation, put the value of I. Therefore, equation 1 becomes concentration of R is equal to minus KT plus I means concentration of R. You see, concentration of R is equal to minus KT plus what is I? I is equal to R. So it is R is equal to minus KT plus R. So now we want this K. So therefore, what is K? K is equal to concentration of R naught minus concentration of R divided by T. So that K becomes K is equal to if you take minus K, then it becomes K. Therefore, K is equal to concentration of R naught minus concentration of R divided by T. So and this is the integrated rate constant value or equation for the zero order reaction. That is K is equal to concentration of R naught, that is the initial concentration of the reactant minus concentration of the reactant after time t divided by T. So where K is called the integrated rate constant, T is that is interval of time, R naught is initial concentration of the reactant, R is the concentration of the reactant after time t. So this is the integrated rate equation for the rate constant of zero order reaction. Once again, I am going to explain here. Consider a zero order reaction. R tends to products where R is called the reactant. A tends to products like that. So let me take R as the reactant itself. Here R tends to products. So therefore rate dx by dt. But here dr is the reactant minus dr divided by dt. For reactant, you see minus dr by dt is directly equal to concentration of R naught. Okay, that is zero order reaction. Therefore, minus dr divided by dt is K into R naught is equals. So, but we know that when something to the power of 0 is equal to 1. So, therefore, R naught is equal to 1. Therefore, minus dr divided by dt is equal to K. Rearrange this above equation. Rearrange the equation we have. So, that is dr is equal to minus K into dt. Minus K into dt. You can take minus that side. So now integrating this equation on both sides. So the integration of dr is equal to minus K into integration of dt. Integration of dr is equal to R, concentration of R. That will be equal to minus K into integration of dt. Integration of dt with respect to d is t. Therefore minus K into d plus I you have to write. That is called integration constant. But in this equation we have two constants. One is integration constant. Second one is called rate constant. So therefore, because we are going to calculate the rate constant, we have to nullify that I integration constant. So that is I is called the integration constant. Integration constant. Now to find the value of I, put t is equal to 0 when R is equal to R1 in the equation 1 we see. Put t is equal to t and when R is equal to R1 in the equation 1. Let us say in the equation 1 we have equation 1 means this one. Therefore, put t is equal to t is equal to 0 and R is equal to R1 in the equation 1. So that equation 1 becomes what? So therefore, that becomes R is equal to R0 here, right? R0 is equal to minus KT means 0. That will be equal to I. Therefore, R0 becomes I. What is the value of I now? I is equal to R0. Substitute the value of I in the equation 1 again, once again. So therefore, concentration of R is equal to minus KT plus I is equal to R0. So therefore, K, you have to take K this side. That is R0 minus R divided by T. So this equation is called the integrated rate equation for the rate constant of zero order reaction. So after that we see, so this equation, that is concentration of R is equal to minus KT plus R0. This equation is there. So this equation. So if you compare the equation, that is concentration of R is equal to minus Kp plus R naught, with that of the straight line equation we see. We know that. So that means compare the equation, that is the concentration of R is equal to minus Kp plus concentration of R naught with straight line equation, that is y is equal to mx plus c. And if you write a graph for by taking that is time against x axis, you see time on x axis, and concentration of R on the y axis. So this is x axis, this is y axis. Okay, and you will be getting a slope. You see, straight line graph is obtained. With slope is equal to minus a. You see, that is slope is equal to minus a, and concentration of R naught as intersect. This is intersect. So that means it is possible to write a graph by comparing the equation R is equal to minus Kp plus R naught with that of the straight line, that is y is equal to mx plus c. And if you write a graph by taking time against x axis, that is t against x axis, you see, and concentration of R against y axis, we are going to get a straight line graph, and with a slope is equal to minus a, and R naught is equal as concentration of R naught as intersect. So that is how we can get a slope. You see, slope. So this graph indicates variation of concentration with the time. That is variation of concentration. Is variation of concentration of reactant with the time. In zero order reaction. So what is this graph indicates? This graph indicates the variation of concentration of the reactant R with time in zero order reaction. Okay, so that is how we can draw the graph also for the zero order reaction, that is integrated rate equation for rate constant of zero order reaction. Okay. So after that you see, after that is deriving the rate constant of zero order reaction. So then we have one more important topic in this chapter, you see, that is half-life period of the reaction. What is that? Half-life period. Half-life period of the reaction. Half-life period of the reaction. Half-life period of the reaction, that is T of, is indicated as T of or T 50%. Half-life of a chemical reaction, half-life period of a chemical HLP, half-life period of a chemical reaction is defined as it is the time taken, it is the time required, or it is the time taken for the reactant to reduce its concentration to half of its initial concentration. So, for example, you see, so this is the that is 1 molar concentration. You see here, initial concentration of the reactant. So, after some time, you see that is T1, its concentration becomes 0.5. So, what is the time required for time required for the reactant to reduce its concentration to 1 molar to 0.5? So, that is T of. This is 1 T of. 0.5 to 0.25. So it is another T of this. So like that we see. So it is the time required. Half-life period of a chemical reaction is defined as it is the time required for the reactant. It is the time required for the reactant to reduce its concentration it's reduced its concentration to half of its initial concentration. Reduce its concentration to half of its initial concentration. If it is 1 molar, 0.5. If it is again 0.25. So like that. So it is one half-life. It is another half-life. Okay. So for example, if 10 gram of that is radium is there. So after 30 years, it becomes 5 grams. So 5 grams becomes 2.5 grams after 1930 years. So for every half of its initial amount, it will take some time, sometime in seconds or months or years. That is 10 grams of radium is converted to 5 grams in 1930 years. Again 5 grams of radium is converted to 2.5 grams of another 1930 years. Like that you see, it is the time required to reduce its concentration to half of its initial concentration. That is called the half-life period of the reaction, chemical reactions. So here the half-life of the first order, zero order reaction is we have to show that half-life period of zero order reaction is directly proportional to the concentration of reactant and inversely proportional to inversely proportional to twice the rate constant. So it is one statement is. What is that statement? Show that half-life period of zero order reaction is directly proportional to concentration of the reactant. Initial concentration of the reactant and inversely proportional to the rate constant to how many times? Twice the rate constant. So that is nothing but we have to show that is T of is directly proportional to initial concentration of the reactant or not, and initial proportional twice the rate constant. Two times of rate constant. So that will be equal to T of is equal to R naught divided by 2K half-life period of zero order reaction is directly proportional to concentration of the reactant and inversely proportional to the twice the rate constant. That is how we have to prove it. So for this, let us consider the rate constant of zero order reaction. We know that the rate constant of zero order reaction. Rate constant of zero order reaction is given by K is equal to concentration of R naught minus concentration of R divided by that is T. So this is the equation we have already derived. So this what is the rate constant of zero order reaction? K is equal to concentration of R naught minus concentration of R divided by time, that is T. Where R naught is called the initial concentration of the reactant, where R is called as the that is concentration of the reactant after time T. T is the time interval, and K is called the rate constant of zero order reaction. Now put T is equal to T of here, and concentration of R is equal to concentration of R naught divided by 2 in the above equation. That means in this equation put T is equal to T of and concentration of R is equal to concentration of R naught divided by 2. So then what happens here is it becomes that is K is equal to concentration, I am I'm going to write here. That is K is equal to concentration of R naught minus concentration of R naught divided by 2 over T of T over T of becomes T becomes T of. That will be what you see. Divided by 2 means 2 R naught minus R naught is. So it becomes R naught now. Why? Because R is equal to R naught divided by U. That is R naught divided by 2. 2 R naught minus R naught divided by 2 means R naught divided by 2. 2 R naught minus R naught divided by 2 means, you see, 2 R naught minus R naught means R naught divided by 2. So therefore it becomes K is equal to, that is R naught, concentration of R naught divided by 2 means this is 2 into T of itself. This is T of. So if you take T of here, therefore T of is equal to, that is concentration of R naught divided by 2 into K. 2 into K. K means this one. So this is how we can derive an equation for half-life of zero order reaction. That is, half-life of zero order reaction is directly proportional to concentration of the reactant and inversely proportional to twice the rate constant. Twice the what? Rate constant K. So that is how we can derive one equation given for your half-life period of a reaction. That is half-life period of a zero order reaction. So show that the half-life period of zero order reaction is directly proportional to initial concentration of the reactant and inversely proportional to the twice the rate constant. So this is the question. You have to prove it. Show that. And the solution is this one. This is the idea we have to have. We know that the rate constant for zero order reaction is already there. K is equal to R naught, concentration of R naught minus concentration of R divided by T. Put T is equal to T of here and R is equal to R naught divided by 2. R is equal to R naught divided by 2. In the above equation, we know therefore K is equal to concentration of R naught minus R means R naught divided by 2. Divided by T means T of. So therefore K is equal to R naught because you see 2 R naught minus R naught divided by 2 means 2 R naught minus R naught means R naught divided by 2. So R naught divided by 2 means 2. Here T of. Therefore if you take this side, that is the T of is equal to R naught divided by 2 into K. So therefore half-life of zero order reaction is directly proportional to concentration of the initial concentration of the reactant and inversely proportional to twice the rate constant. That's the rate constant. Okay. So that completes a small topic of zero order reaction. So that is a rate constant of zero order reaction. What is half-life period of reaction? Show that half-life period of zero order reaction is directly proportional to initial concentration of the reactant and inversely proportional to twice the rate constant. Okay. So that is the first one is 3 mark and it is 2 mark question. So this is 2 mark question. Just write this equation, put it is equal to F and R is equal to R naught divided by 2 to begin this. Okay. So we will meet in the next video.